welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you?
Hi, can I get a grande iced coffee, no classic, with sweet cream cold foam? And can I get cinnamon dulce topping on that and light caramel drizzle?
So you don't want any sweetener or cream in the drink itself?
Right.
All right. Anything else for you, hon?
That'll be all.
Okay, 601.
Okay, thank you. Do that because the stuff falls into the drink. That's the sweetener. Yeah, I think so.
We'll give it a 6-1.
Whew, it's hot in here. Oh, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, actually. It's noon. We are at Starbucks. I've not been to Starbucks in a long time. Honestly, don't remember the last time I went here. We don't get out much these days, but I had Starbucks a while ago. My friend Krista brought it to me, but I've not had it much at all. So I wanted to get a little Starbucks, and we're gonna go to Dirt Cheap. And I'm gonna update you guys on the blood work that we got the other day, too, in a minute from our doctor. I haven't talked about that in a vlog, so I wanted to discuss that too.
Will you be needing the straw?
No.
No, thank you.
All right, y'all have a great day.
Thank you too.
Perfect. She did a good job. We've not been out in a long time. I feel like weird. Feel really strange like being out. But anyway, this is a drink that I get sometimes. I have several drinks I get from Starbucks whenever I do go, but this is one that I really like. It's one that's sometimes hard to order. Sometimes I have no idea what you're saying. So she did though. She knew exactly what I was saying. She didn't like. Normally they think you want milk in the coffee, and I don't. With this specific one, with all the rest of them, I do get some kind of milk or cream or whatever in the coffee, but this one I don't, because the topping goes down into the coffee and that makes like a cream, so you don't really need extra. I mean, if you want it, I guess you do, but I like it like this. So yeah, this is a grande. It's I get no classic. Classic at Starbucks is the like liquid sugar. So I always get no classic because I just don't need it. Vanilla sweet cream cold foam. So it's basically just an iced coffee. It's just black coffee and iced coffee with vanilla sweet cream cold foam and cinnamon dulce topping and caramel drizzle. I said light caramel drizzle. She just said caramel drizzle. I think it's fine. I don't think they honestly do it any different when you say light, and it looks like it usually does. So yeah, we're gonna run into Dirt Cheap. Today's Friday, so we get the day off on Friday. So we used to come to Dirt Cheap every Friday. We've not been here in a while, but I do want to, before we go in, give you guys a little update. Let me try this real quick. You try it first, but don't put lipstick. You can have as much of it as you want.
I won't like it.
You don't like it?
Once that stuff is gone, I won't like it.
It's really good. That's really good. I like that. So I wanted to give you guys a little update. Can I talk to them real quick before we go in?
There you are.
So it's not like a huge thing or anything like that. I vlogged last appointment we went to our 16-week appointment for the baby. If you're new, we are having a baby in June. We're 18 weeks right now with him. He's a little boy. We found that out just the other day too, a couple weeks ago, at that same scan. So the day of the 16-week scan, I know not everybody gets a 16-week scan. I didn't get a 12-week one, so I think instead of 12, I got the 16. But yeah, it's actually 16 through 20 week. But I am getting a 20-week scan too, the anatomy scan. I'm getting that in February. So this was basically because he's bigger now and he's like, you know, he was good size. The doctor said like, we'll still do an anatomy scan, but it was kind of like the anatomy scan because he checked the spine and he checked the things that they would check at the anatomy scan. I don't know if he did it as detailed, but like he checked all of the main things. You didn't answer that? Hang on, Manny's phone's ringing.
Hello?
So anyway, we had our scan, you know, then, and he was able to tell gender. We basically could too, even though we didn't want to know. We could kind of see it, but still didn't trust it. I should have brought a battery. It's okay. And so anyway, we ended up getting blood work done, the 16-week blood work. We did not get the 10-week NIPT blood work, just because we opted out of that. We also opted out of testing our embryos. If you know, maybe you don't, we did IVF. So we could have tested both of our embryos, including this baby that we're having right now. We could have known gender. We could have known if there was any physical problems. Not any, but a lot of the physical problems like Down syndrome and things like that can be I don't even want to call Down syndrome a problem, but, you know, any physical things wrong. Of course, you know, you want your baby to be healthy, but we love this baby just obviously no matter what. But of course, you want to find these things out, you know, maybe before the birth, just in case, you know, there needs to be a surgery, or of course, you never want to speak that, but you always just want to be prepared as a parent. So anyway, the 16-week blood work we did do, honestly, because they told me another appointment, a different doctor, like, because we have 2 doctors, we go to the same office, but it's 2 different sides and we rotate. The one side told me I had to get this one done because it tests for spina bifida and they basically have to do that test. So I just didn't even question it. They did my blood work, and then the doctor asked me after, like, do you want the 16-week blood work? And I'd already done it. So it was like, well, I guess I want it because you've already done it. So they did it, and then we can view our results. The doctor said we won't call you unless something is just like comes up a red flag, you know, it could be wrong. He said he basically said he didn't expect that because, again, the anatomy looked fine on the ultrasound, and baby was big enough to be able to see the brain and the, you know, the spine. It was really cool. So I have that scan in a vlog as well. But anyway, we get to log in to our lab and kind of see our results. And so a few days later, they were up. My camera's dying. A few days later, they were up and everything is fine. The baby tested negative for spina bifida, and also Down syndrome and trisomy 18. So we have a healthy baby. It makes you feel good as a parent. So I want to give you guys that little update. Good morning, friends. It is the next day. My camera died yesterday when I was recording that clip, but thankfully I got all the info out I believe that I needed to get out. But yeah, I was just basically saying that everything is looking really good with the baby, and I feel extremely blessed about that. I know that not everybody gets those results, and of course, you know, we didn't do initial testing of the embryo or of you know, like the 10-week pregnancy. We didn't do that test, really just because it doesn't make anything different for us. You know, this is our baby, and that's that. And so, you know, and we knew we would find out if anything was wrong before, most likely before the delivery. So, you know, of course we want to know, we want to be able to prepare ourselves as parents. And so, you know, as a first-time mom, I think as a mom in general, I don't know, you get concerned, like, is my baby okay? Is, you know, there anything that I don't know about? And I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't ever thought anything was wrong with the baby, but my pregnancy has been so amazing, and I just feel amazing. And to be completely and totally honest, some days, I was telling my pastor and some of our staff, our whole staff, this the other day when I had devotional, some days, like when I'm going to an appointment or whatever, the enemy tries to put this little bit of anxiety in my mind, like, this is too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like, is this really this good? Like, everything's just perfect. Like, is it really this good? And I think God is just continuing to prove to me, like, he really is that good, and this is really happening. This is not too good to be true. Nothing's wrong, and everything's fine. And, you know, so it's just a huge blessing. Okay, so actually finishing up my coffee from yesterday. It's like a Starbucks iced coffee. Still tastes really good. Even the next day I just put it in the fridge and it's still good. But anyway, so those are just some final closing thoughts on that, on the testing and everything like that. You know, it was reassuring to know that, like, everything looks good, even though it did on the ultrasound and all that. So our anatomy scan is in February, which, like I said, we already kind of had one very similar to an anatomy scan at 16 weeks, almost 17 actually. I was a day away from 17 weeks. But then now we're going to have our official anatomy scan at 20 weeks. I think I guess I'll be 20 weeks exactly, or, you know, I don't know exactly how far along I'll be, but anyway, around 20 weeks. And then, I know I always hear people talk about this. I don't know if all of you, maybe if any of you did IVF too, but along with the anatomy scan with IVF, people a lot of the time have the baby's heart checked by, like, a heart specialist, because there's, like, slightly elevated, it's not very much still, but a slightly elevated chance of heart problems with IVF from what I've heard. My doctors have never mentioned that, and have never said, like, you know, after the scan you'll have to see this doctor. I don't know if everybody does or what. I am going to ask because I want to see the doctor if I'm supposed to, if it's, like, a helpful thing. It's not a ton higher. It's not like a, you know, extremely high risk, but it's just a little bit higher, so people like to get it checked. I don't know, you know, if we're gonna have to do that. I'll ask at the anatomy scan probably. I meant to ask at my last appointment, and I think I was just too excited at the last appointment to ask anything because it was like we're gonna find out the gender, and you know, we were seeing the baby for the first time in a while. I get so excited about those. But our next 4 appointments, he said, we have ultrasounds, which I know is kind of uncommon, or at least from what I've seen. You know, different places do things different, but we're having them at the next 4, and then I think that might be it. But he said that, you know, a couple of those will be like 4D, which is really cool because he does that, which is exciting. I cannot wait for that. But yeah, that's kind of the update on the baby. The bump's growing, and I still feel really good. I'm just extra tired. Like, I get tired easier, but that's really all right now. So okay, we got a package in from my sister, and I'm gonna open it up. I think she actually sent it from her own house. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is the book, I Love You Forever. I wanted to get this book, so my sister, that's how I know about this book. I know it's really famous, but I know about it because my sister always read it to my nephews, and we always read it to my nephews, and it's like the sweetest little book ever. You probably heard of it, I Love You Forever. It makes me cry every time that I try to read it, so that is super nice. Let's see what this is. Bringing Up Boys from Dr. James Dobson. Okay, so it's like all boy stuff. I have a feeling, I don't know this, but since it's from her house, I think these might be like her actual books that she's sending to me. Because she, if you don't know, my sister has 2 boys. Those are the kids that she had. And so I have a feeling this is her stuff. So the Action Bible. So it's basically like boy related books. So the Action Bible. This is actually really cool. I don't remember this one. I feel like I don't really remember this very much, but that's a really cool. It's like super pictured. Like there's pictures everywhere. It's really nice. So it's kind of like for little boys, a cool Bible. And then the Dangerous Book for Boys. This one sounds familiar. I feel like these are definitely hers. Yeah, because I'm pretty positive I remember this book. But that is so nice. That's awesome. It was funny, my mom mentioned, like, did you know that Janine's sending you a package? And I didn't, but I'd seen that there was one coming, so I knew it was from somebody in the family. I just didn't know who. And I told my mom it might be this book, the Love You Forever book, because I know my sister loves this one so much. And I love that everybody loves this book, so I'm excited about these and just super thankful. And both of my sisters have raised boys, so they know what they're doing when it comes to that. So at least I'll have that wisdom. But anyway, thank you so much, Janine and Keith. This one, if this is the original one, this is in super good shape. But anyway, this is really special. It's a bright day today, isn't it, mate? Isn't it, buddy? Good morning. It's Monday morning. We're heading to our staff meeting right now at the coffee shop. And yeah, we're gonna have a meeting and just like our typical Monday. Usually on Mondays I've been writing the youth sermon, but I've actually doing something different this week. So it's not really gonna be a sermon. It's gonna be like answering questions that they wrote down for us last week. So I need to write some answers to the questions because some of them require like biblical reference that I want to be able to give, and some of it I wouldn't necessarily know on the spot, or I just want to make sure it's the best response because some of them were like kind of deep questions. So I want to make sure that I give good answers that I think out. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon, is just write down. Some of them don't require that, but some of them do. So I'm going to write down some answers just if I need any, like, you know, what book of the Bible it's in or anything like that. Make sure that I have all of that because they may continue asking questions too. Teenagers are usually, which is a good thing, but they're kind of a little bit more curious about some things and usually ask questions that may come out of left field and throw you off. So you kind of have to be prepared. But anyway, Manny's trying to park right now. So I had to put the camera down. Manny's very particular about
Being able to see.
not being able to see.
And not hitting things.
So anyway, I'm gonna go in here. I've already had my coffee this morning. I made pour over, so I only have one a day now that I'm pregnant. So I'm gonna have mango water in here. It's like flavored water, so yeah.
Chains breaking, chains fall, the enemy's shaking, prison walls fall. I can feel it when you move. There's a miracle in this room. Yeah. Officially downloaded and added to my regular worship playlist. That is going to become my battle cry, I believe, for the month of February. Thank you, Rosa Wuku, for that song. It's a breakthrough on UCB2.
Good morning. Why are you laughing at me, Manny? The heat, of course, kicked on as I'm starting this, which wouldn't be a problem if our heat in our house was not so unbelievably loud. I just cannot believe how loud this is. I was on FaceTime with my mom the other day, and she was saying, like, what is that noise? It's like a roaring noise or something, and it was definitely the heat, because it had just come on when she started asking that, so it is just so loud. Anyway, it is Tuesday morning, and I didn't really vlog yesterday. I do have a clip that you saw of our new song, Breakthrough. It's actually, Manny fully wrote the song, but it is on UCB again. If you guys remember, it's been months ago. It was actually while we were doing IVF. People didn't, know that on YouTube yet, but it was, back. It's been months ago, in the fall time, I think, that our song Just One Touch was on UCB radio, which is in the UK. And they featured me actually as Artist of the Week. So I have vlogs of that, but Chloe from UCB, she's just been so incredibly sweet, and she featured me as Artist of the Week, and so I got to do like some little interview segments and stuff. And so this month in February, they actually chose our song Breakthrough to be on their, basically on their roster for the month. And so it just will randomly play. We've checked, it has played a couple of times, and yesterday we got to hear it. Of course, when your song's on the radio, generally they don't tell you like what time. Obviously, they just like play the song because that's how the radio works, throughout the day. So we happened to hear it yesterday. We were just checking to see if it had been played, and happened to hear it in just like perfect timing kind of thing. So that was really cool. And I've actually been speaking with Chloe again, and we have some fun stuff coming up that we're going to do. So I'll tell you guys about that, and I'll, vlog everything that I can. I love working with UCB. They are just really sweet and really helpful to me as obviously a small artist. They just really help to promote, and I know that really doesn't do anything for them. You know what I mean? Like they play all kinds of music. It's not just small artists. It's everything. I mean, like after they played my song yesterday, they played a song from Katie Torwalt. So, it's like a normal radio station. So of course they have other songs that they could play. So it really means a lot to me that they choose to play our songs, and we're so thankful for that. So I definitely recommend, even if you're in America, you can actually listen to them online, like on the internet. So you can still listen in, and I'll put a link to their station actually in the description. I did that before. But not just when I'm on there, like seriously, they're actually a really good station, and I really like Chloe. I think that she's really good at what she does, and I like to listen to them. So anyway, I am just kind of want to explain that little clip to you guys. And we'll have lots of fun. I know next week we have something fun we're working on with them, so it's going to be a fun month. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I wanted to go ahead and wrap it up here. It's Tuesday, so got to get some work done. I have to go to the church later. I need to record something, and we just have several things to do. So I'm going to go ahead and end this so I can edit it real quick. Thank you for watching. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you so much. We'll see you later. Bye.